And I think Reghu will not deny that his journey, even we have another PDG here, he will not deny that the spouse does play a part in a governor becoming successful, not just in his year as governorship, but in his journey to the governorship. The spouse does play an important part. No. So unless the spouse enjoys Rotary, no person can become a good governor. That is an undeniable fact. Reghu will also not deny it. I'm very sure about that. So, I hope you will agree with me. And as PDG spouse for the past 20 years, I think the best part is that I have seen Rotary from the perspective of many countries, because we have seen the benefit that Rotary gives us. And as a couple, when we travel, it not only helps Reghu in his thing, in furthering his desires in the field of Rotary, because a spouse always adds a lot of importance to that Rotary. Because I will never forget when, just before he became governor, when we went to America for the 2 weeks training in America. So there are spouses sessions. And the governors, the prospective governors are not there, it is just the spouses. So we have round tables where we sit with other spouses, both men and women are there. And we would often be asked to share our thoughts about what our spouse was going to do that year in the district as a governor. So whatever, since I was aware of whatever Reghu was doing, I was able to share everything, because he had planned more than 100 weddings. Samuha Vivaham he had planned, and lots of big projects that, so I was discussing that, and I found that everybody was very interested. So that evening at dinner time, Reghu found himself being bombarded by a lot of governors talking to him about his projects. And the first thing he asked me is, what did you say? What did you say there that everybody... So like everybody, so I think definitely women in Rotary will do you good. But I know it is a hamper for you as far as your fellowship intrusion is. Most of you will feel that women intrude upon your fellowship. But believe me, if you take your wife into confidence and include her in this thing, she will enjoy it, provided you know where to draw the Lakshman Rekha. That is very, very important. And I have never had to tell my husband that he has exceeded his limits. Not once in my life. We've had 39 years together. Not once have I had to tell him that he has exceeded it. He did not, as somebody was mentioning earlier, so there is a line drawn. Premi draws the line for Sushil. No, I know Premi too well for that. Sushil draws his own line. So, that is how the relationship goes. So believe me, I don't know if I'm forcing this on you, but you will enjoy having women. Only if you experience that will you understand. Today, as I stand as president of Rotary Club of Trivandrum South, we started with just one woman Rotarian. 3 years ago, we had 2 more. Today, we have 11 women Rotarians. And they're all enjoying Rotary. They don't mind fellowship at all. In fact, I think you will find the women themselves will be ready to serve the men. It's okay. That's how it is. And Rotary, you must have all seen the Raymond advertisement. Complete man, Raymond. Do you think that Raymond man is complete just because of his clothes? No. Definitely it's because of his spouse, his family, that a man becomes complete. You will not deny that. I'm sure each one of you will not deny that. Rotary is the same, because all of you are Raymond men. So all of you definitely, if you think of including your women, or maybe other women, it need not necessarily be your spouses. You can have other women also. No man is complete without his partner. I know it is not easy for you to change, it is because, but let me also give you some ideas as to what a woman can share. A woman can bring unique qualities to the table. She has more empathy, she has more communication skills, and she is dedicated to service. She is able to multitask. A woman can do 5 things at a time, which I don't think any of you can do it. I am doing it, so I know. Even today, as president, morning I make sure that his breakfast is on time. Morning I make sure his bed coffee is on time. And I see him coming down the stairs, I rush to make dosha or chapati or whatever I wear. But at that time, I'm working on the computer into the Rotary 3211 website. I have to feed in the data every day. Projects are there every day. I am doing that side by side. When he comes home for lunch, he still finds me sitting in front of the computer if I'm not attending to a project. And he tells me, can you stop this? You're overworking. I said, no, I cannot. I have to do it. What available time I have. So he makes sure that afternoon I do not touch the computer and keep some time free. I start again evening, maybe after 6. We start again on our work. And the best part is, I think over the years, past so many years, through his governorship, through his progress in Rotary, I have stood by him as a rock. And today it is payback time for him, because he is there for me as much more than a rock, as a boulder. If you had light, you would have seen the big boulder sitting here. He's supporting me 200%. Every day he's working for me as my secretary today, even though I have another secretary in the club. So I'm proud of the fact that he is doing this for me, because he appreciates the fact that I am a true Rotarian. And so I'm sure all of this will be possible with each one of you. You just have to put your mind to it and get to it. You know, recently I just read, when I came in here, Premi was talking about Khalil Gibran's views on marriage. I will not talk about Khalil Gibran's views on marriage. I will talk to you about Khalil Gibran's view on women. This is what he had to say. Women open the windows of my eyes and the doors of my spirit. Had it not been for the woman mother, the woman sister, the woman friend, I'm adding one more, and the woman wife, I would still have been sleeping among those who seek the tranquility of their world with only their snoring. Isn't it very true? So I think definitely you can have serious thoughts on whether you need to include women in Rotary or not. And before I wind up, I'd just like to share a small joke that I read recently about why do we differentiate between gender? Why do we say female Rotarian, male Rotarian? I will liken it to this joke I read about a computer. There was this huge gathering, and the discussion was, is computer a male or a female? So the men were all laughing and they were having a good time. So this person, the speaker said, okay, the men, can you give me 5 reasons as to why you would say the computer is a female? And so this is what the men had to say. Number 1, no one but their creator understands their internal logic. Computer. Number 2, when computers communicate with each other, they use a code language which only they and the experts can understand. In the sense, women are not understood. Number 3, every mistake that you make is stored on their hard drive for later use. Women are always said to reflect on such things. And number 4, as soon as you commit yourself to one, we're talking about a computer here, you find yourself spending your paycheck on buying accessories. There again, women are being hit upon. So the men were all laughing and all that. So then the speaker said, okay, women, what would you like to say? Would you like to term a computer as a male, and what are your reasons for that? And so this is what the women had to say. In order to get their attention, you have to turn them on. 2, they have a lot of data, but they can't think for themselves. You have to make them work. 3, they're supposed to help you solve a problem, but half the time they themselves are the problem. 4, as soon as you commit to one, forgive me, it's not my personal view, as soon as you commit to one, you realize that if you had waited a little longer, you could have got yourself a better model. Thank you for laughing at that.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your nice words.
Thank you.
Thank you for attending our meeting, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, madam, for attending our meeting.
Guest speaker this evening.
our good friend, President Parvathy Reghunath, and my beloved fellow Rotarians. I don't know how to thank you all. Thank you so much for braving the rain, braving the traffic, braving the peak hour of traffic to be here. This shows that affection. I am only in Rotary because of this man sitting here. I would have left Rotary long back. It is only because of Dr. Devdas I am surviving in Rotary because, as you know, you hardly see me in Martha. Now you know how far I stay from Martha. This is my home. From here, if I have to attend a meeting, it's difficult, and my other lives are also quite busy. So it is only because of it, and it is, I think, this also. I voted to the club because all these years you tolerated an absentee member, and I am very happy that you all came in large number, and I am very thankful to Rotary President Parvathy Reghunath for being here this evening and giving you a very enlightening talk. And I am sure by the time, I don't know, Dr. Devdas will allow us. Anyway, one.
Welcome.
So we are very happy that braving the rain, such a big crowd from Martandam has come here. So please try to.
That is the evidence for your popularity.
But I really wanted you all to have a good time here. That's what, but the rain.
The rain
doesn't seem to
played
permit
foul
us to
play.
do that. But with this space, our heart is a large heart. This is your home. Please be free here, and whatever shortcomings, I seek your pardon on that, but have a good evening. And once again, thank you, President, for the kind gesture of giving this five-side meeting to Trivandrum. And thank you, my friends, all of you, for coming here this evening. Thank you.